Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew Wilson, and today I'm going to be giving my personal journey template. Basically, just talking about my experience in entrepreneurship. Can I give a quick breakdown, just kind of the class of Entrepreneurship 480, and we're just going to go about it, talk about how I felt about it, and all that kind of stuff. So let's start with learning. The way I went about this, I just kind of put the questions in there you can see, and we're going to just kind of talk about it. So, what did you learn about yourself? Um, I learned a lot, even in this one class. I mean, the whole journey, as I already highlighted before, I learned a ton. But I would definitely say in this one, I learned a lot about why creativity is important and that the ability to create an idea and pitch isn't easy. But if you know the steps and if you're able to figure out what process you want to go through, then you can do it. So I think I learned a lot that I can do things. I I think I learned that I can do a lot more than I think I can, and I overthink a lot, which is a problem. What'd you learn about entrepreneurship? So about entrepreneurship, I learned that, especially in the world we live in today, things can change very quickly, and you have to be ready to adapt and step on that. And if you're able to work with people and do all that kind of stuff, you'll get through it. When when we were working on our idea of a alpha melt, we learned that there's a lot of hiccups. Things might not work. What do you do to figure that out? How can you actually worry about owning your own business, but also making sure 9,000 other things are true and correct? What do you, sorry about that. What do you wish we covered? Um, I wish we learned about the adaptation of a failed idea. Our idea had some hiccups, and I think we realized it didn't always have, it wasn't the best idea when we had failure with it. Now, that could have been more just personal issue error. But I wish that we were able to focus a little bit more on, okay, this doesn't work. How can we fix this? Instead of just kind of like pushing through. Because I think that's important. And like everyone talks about failure, but how do you get back from it? So to continue on talking about more learning, which aspects of the course and experience made it easy to learn? Professor Bada is very good with being expressive. Starts every class with, "What do you guys want to talk about?" Wants people to get involved for whatever they want to do. It's not just about knowledge and facts and information. It's about expressing yourself and then putting that in the right way. What aspects inhibited the learning? Obviously, I mean, this is just kind of an easy one. It's going online, which again has nothing to do with the professors or the school or anything. But going online is tough in a class like this because face to face and group interaction and professor interaction is what makes it so strong. So if you're able to like push that a little bit more, don't really know how, but if you're able can do something like that, I think this class could still be effective online. What can enhance learning? I would say engagement with more teams. It might be kind of cool if we broke out a lot of sessions and you would come and join. I think one thing that could work is for 30 minutes of the class, you put two teams together. So team one and two, three, four, five, six. And they kind of just talk, and like say, hey, this is our idea. Do a 2 minute pitch, do 2 minute pitch, talk about it. Do that for 10 minutes, and then you come in, talk about it, and then go on to the next one. But then the interaction between them goes fine. Um, and I think you can get a stronger, you're getting more interaction that way. What could you have done this semester to enhance your learning? I could have put more work in. I know sometimes I was a little lazy and I didn't want to always do everything correctly. So I think that was on me and I wish I put more in. Personal growth. What did you learn about yourself during this course? I learned that I have to speak up or I won't, nothing will happen. There's a lot I agreed and disagreed with, and I think sometimes I was too scared to say anything. This course, I really pushed it through a little bit more, but I said, "Hey, this works. This doesn't. We need to do this. We need to do that." Even if people didn't agree with me, I still had to express my opinion. Which is the biggest struggle? Being afraid to take the lead. Goes back to the past point. I was too scared to let it all go sometimes, even though I wanted to. I was just a little nervous. Biggest failure in this course, not being able to express my opinion and putting my best effort forward. I know sometimes I could have done better work in a video or in graph or or research, and I always didn't because I was just caught up with other things and didn't always take it first, which I feel like I let my team down in that way. Would you? How will you learn from struggle and failure? I'll always learn, as I kind of mentioned. If you fail, you just have to figure out. You just have to get back up. Doesn't matter if you fail and your business shuts down. You have to get back up in some way. If that's starting another business or doing something like that, you have to get back up, or you're never going to be up on yourself. Effort. So, what aspects of this course enable you to be your best? I would just say it's the ability to work as a team, be creative. Everyone, being able to do their own stuff, but bounce ideas off each other, and being able to learn things, but also have time to work on things. The combo is great. What aspects prevented you? I would, like I kind of mentioned, it's the not being face to face really hurts. Because this is an interaction face to face class. How could Tom have been better to motivate? I think he did a great job. I think if he did, maybe if he could do smaller versions of contests, interactions between people, I think that'd be great. If you do the interaction, I think it'd be a cool way to do it, and it would work really well. So lastly, just about grades. So what would I give myself the final prod? What grade would you give yourself a final project? For the presentation, I would give an A. For the paper, I'd give a B. The paper, I think, was a little, like I said, I didn't put my best foot forward. But I think we were really creative in the presentation. I think we put a lot of effort in it. So I would say I did good on that. I would give everyone the project equal work because everyone put a lot of effort into different areas. But I mean, we still bounce ideas off each other, but we worked really well together by putting stuff in and saying, "Hey, this works, this doesn't." Class engagement, I would say B plus maybe. I was engaging, but I wasn't always like out forward. Um, I think I did engage when the time was right, but I didn't do enough. Um, I wish I would have. What grade would you give yourself in the course? I would give myself an A. I think overall the projects I've done are creative, have been good, and worked together. And I personally think even though I had some areas that were lower, I did strong in other areas. So thank you again. I appreciate you watching the personal journey slides. I really enjoyed doing this. Professor Bonda, thank you again for all your hard work. And sorry if this is a little long, but thank you.